Yeah. Y'all definitely didn't hear what just transpired, so I'll repeat it. Someone has said that you're really doing something in the gym when you take a step and your titties jumping. So this one is for the jumping titties. And for
this one's for you.
For the jumping titties.
Episode 46 for the jumping.
And for those in the gym putting in that work.
Jehoshaphat.
Listen, we appreciate y'all putting us in. Jehoshaphat.
Titties.
Appreciate y'all putting us in y'all mix today. You know, checking out the episode. It's March. Sorry, I didn't want to put that in the mic. I am excited for the new year, although I know they won't see it. Well, no, by the time they see it, we'll already be in 23. Once again, future traveling, you dig. But March, space traveling, music jamming. Who else in the building?
We got, I took it. It's Benjamin, the soundbite surfer. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great year this year. This is a great way to kick off the year. I know this episode will be coming out very early in the new year, so I do hope you had a wonderful celebration bringing it in, and thank you for starting 2023 off with us in your ears. And who else do we have?
We got Wave Master Jay, the wavy one, man. I hope you guys had a great new year. I know I did. I know we all did. You know what I'm saying? So you here for another good episode, man.
Yes, sir.
First one of the year.
Z Breeze in the building, the man with very few names. To my fellow gym heads here, I just want to say, hey, get your creatine.
There we go.
Hey,
there we
stay
go.
in the gym, get your gains, increase that the hydration to the muscles. A lot of people be getting confused thinking that creatine is like steroids and stuff like that, and I'm like, I promise, it's naturally occurring in the body.
Isn't that what somebody would say if it actually was steroids?
Who was taking steroids? That would be the case, but like,
but it's not.
I can send you
the peer
review articles and everything.
Yeah, send me the PDF, bro.
But I just want to kick off first and foremost. This is not my actual topic, but I do need to get this off my chest today. They need to make parking structures a less anxiety-inducing experience.
Which part specifically?
The leaving part in particular. I feel like in general it can be sketchy because you never know if it can just collapse and your car just be trapped in there, or maybe, and this has happened to me, you go park in the structure, you go and do whatever your activities were, you come back and it's locked. And they got the garage doors down. You got man, look.
For real?
That has happened, yes.
Wow. Zach, remember that time that you drove me back downtown, bro, to get my car, bro?
Yes, bro.
Yes, bro. That really hit close to home. That definitely
You had to drive back like in the morning?
Yes, bro. It was totally... I forget what we were downtown doing. It might have, low-key, it might have been that day we were riding scooters and doing all type of...
I know the day.
Yeah, man. And I got back, did not see it was in a 24-hour spot, and definitely had to go and get my car the next day.
That was actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I had to ask Zach to take me back. I was like, please, bro.
What are friends for?
Yeah, I know, bro. That was a real moment. You really looked out, bro, because I was so distraught.
All right, cool.
But that part, and then the part that I was thinking about in particular is if you've ever like been trying to leave, and for whatever reason it's just not functioning right, whether it's not like reading your card, or if it's one of the ones where you got to scan like the ticket and get the barcode scan. And I just think it's so
it becomes very sweaty,
stressful. Yes, because
very
then
fast.
You start seeing people behind you pulling up, and it's like, all right, this is getting really tight. Like I don't have a escape here. First and foremost, I'm still trying to leave the parking structure. I don't want to be trapped in a structure, and then also like I don't want to be holding up the line. And I'm just you start to think like, what do they think of me? Because now I just look like I either look like I don't know how a parking structure works and how I'm supposed to like maneuver the machine, or I look broke. And frankly, I am not in either category, but I can't explain that to people. I'm in a car and they're in a car. Like, you know, there's no wiggle.
Windows
bro.
up, they can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, and so the
It seems to
reason
hit
why,
home.
yes, I am so worked up about this in particular is this actually did not just happen to me. It did, but I was actually the car behind the person that was having a hard time.
What was going through your mind?
Yeah, what was going through my mind is I was watching him and I saw him slowly, like progressively get more and more worked up and just like anxious about it and start like fumbling and being frantic.
Be like, hey, bro, it's all right.
Literally, I was sitting there like, man, I wish I could just somehow tell him like it's okay. Like I've been here. Look, I'm not in no crazy rush right now. Like I do have somewhere to be, but hey, like figure it out and we will be good. So he didn't actually figure it out. So he had, I saw them reverse lights come on.
Dang.
He started backing up. So I started backing up.
You're a real one, because some
luckily-
people might have just
I mean,
hung
nah,
out there
figure it out,
and then
buddy.
Start honking the horn.
Boy, hey, I'm here. But I started backing up and I was just like, you know what? I want to make sure he knows like it's okay or whatever. So like I rolled down my window and I'm like, yeah, no, like what's up? What's going on? Like, is it just not working? Blah, blah. Like I just want to make it seem like it's a universal problem and not just like, hey, you're stupid, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, but I don't know how to blah, blah, blah. It's not working. So I pull up, I try to scan my thing. It's not working either, but I've been in this predicament before. So I know, boop, let me hit the help button, right? Then let me hit the call support button. Starts ringing. They just open it for me. Now it's free. I said, yes, sir.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a little hack. That's happened a few times down in the city for me. So yeah, try that out next time. Even if you got the money, you might be able to get out of there. And this structure. I was at the.
They don't know that you don't know the life hack.
Right.
I was at the Renaissance Center. So this structure was taxing. Like this, I was not trying to pay this. So I was like, yes. But what was funny and which is very unfortunate was, so I pulled through like the thing and I stopped and I like turned back because I saw him pull back out of his space. Like, all right, let me see. Like it clearly worked for him. And I like yelled out my window. I was like, yeah, man, I just hit the help button or whatever. And they just opened it up for me. He was like, where's the help button? I was like, it's right here, bro. He's like, oh, okay, I found it. And I was like, all right, yeah, take it easy. I pull off and I hear them ringing and I hear somebody actually pick up. And like the person didn't even pick up for me. But yes, so that is that. There's a quick little hack for you guys. And hopefully they will do something different with parking structures as time progresses. Like maybe something
truly
more like digital, electronic, whatever. But
I'm surprised more don't have Apple Pay.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so
exactly.
do
Like
something
something
with
I can just
card.
scan or
That's
like
not
use
fun.
my like wallet or something. That would be very, very convenient.
People definitely getting contactless, so hopefully for sure.
Yeah. But that was not like my actual topic for today. That was just something that happened earlier.
wow.
What I really want to talk about is freaking the end of the year, and being a new year. I actually didn't stumble upon Cornisha. Let me give her credit. She found the tweet and sent it to me. So, thank you. So actually, I'm gonna just read this tweet, and maybe some of you have heard of this or have seen this tweet or whatever. And I just think it's interesting, and we can go a couple ways with this. So this tweet states, on the 25th of December, the Takanakui, I think it's pronounced Takanakui, is celebrated in Peru, a tradition where men, women, and children resolve grudges of the year with fistfights. Afterwards, they drink, starting a new year with a clean slate.
I have heard about that.
They also have some wonderful images that were taken of it appears to be the
Mortal
Takanui.
Kombat.
Yeah.
the Kumite.
Basically.
And yeah, they just scrapping. So
Wow.
I have a couple of thoughts about this concept for several reasons. And yeah, but I do want to just kind of hear what you guys' opinions on. Like, do you think this would be a good idea? Like if we were to host this or start doing this in the U.S.?
I think it'd be entertaining
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think for some people it would be kind of effective. I don't know. I think different people resolve things different ways. So I think some people will really go for that. And just, yeah, man. Protective
some
gear,
Muay
bro.
Thai fighting.
I'd be down for it, bro. There's probably
Who has to come with you?
What do you mean?
Like, who has to come with me to this event?
I don't know if anyone's
am I just
required
showing
to
up
be.
and fighting?
I mean, I'm not from Peru, so I've never participated in the Takanui.
Oh my god.
Takanakui.
Beatbox it over here.
Hey, but
Taka.
there seems to be quite a bit of a crowd. So
Yo,
this is
It's a real
this is a pretty community. Yeah, this is like a community event.
he's really putting his all into this.
That really
he's
got to be your
cocked
arch
back.
nemesis.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how would you go about challenging this person? And
Or am I
also,
I'm
just
sure they
showing
also
up
have to
ready for a
agree.
fight?
They probably also have to be like, yeah, we was beefed out this year. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, then I feel like that's something that I can kind of.
Well, if it's somebody
Work
not
towards.
even
Come to
beefing,
the
they
street.
just like, hey, if you just want to fight, bruh, you talking about
See, no, because that person probably
he do that, bro.
He been
Exactly.
training or something.
that's a setup. There's something up with
Facts.
him.
if
Talking
you
about
It's gonna be somebody real skinny.
2022. He talking about I've been training like it's an Iron Man.
Oh no,
the only way you probably wouldn't enjoy it is if you're the person who
getting beat up.
Getting
ass
whooped
gonna
on.
get beat. Like if you already know like this is L for you, you're not trying to
You got to drink
Join
with him
his
after. Like, hey,
festivities.
you can't hold it against me.
on me.
See, that's my concern about it because especially since it's such a public event,
We might have to fight again.
I literally like if I lose, if I get challenged and I'm just like, all right, you right, we can duke this out, and then
Yeah.
I lose.
That bowling kid, he gonna come back for you.
Man, like literally, or like I'm like the freaking the elephant
Yo.
that came back and was stomping the graves out. Like the whole rest of the year, my whole New Year's resolution is different now
To win.
because I'm just focused on beating you next year. Because now I have beef with you. Like if you challenge me one year and you're like, ooh, I got all my aggression out, we're good. Now it's the shoe's on the other foot now
Yeah.
because I'm calling you out next year, and now I don't have any goals. I was originally trying to work out my budget and maybe
Spiritual goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And see,
None of
now-
that. All that's out the window because I
now-
lost in the
now
Now
time.
when you say that,
activity
now it
only.
seems like it's a bit of a vicious cycle. Because
A very vicious
we're just gonna
cycle.
go back and forth, just fighting each
Until-
other every year, bro,
Exactly.
until someone can fight no more,
I think I'm game.
and that's it.
You got some.
It sounds like Gladiator or something. So it's like, hey,
You got some people you want to fight.
I'm trying to be Undertaker. 18-0 at WrestleMania.
That would actually be really cool though.
Wow.
You could like
Literally.
build a legend. Like you don't want Zach to challenge you.
On
Right.
me.
You can definitely
you guys
prove
strong.
that.
Talking about, he just doing it for fun at this point.
Mm.
I think he cool, bro. He had a good year.
But
I mean, he don't even got enemies no more. He just
Yeah,
doing it just for
exactly,
the love
bro.
of it.
I also imagine like if you accept, you have to think you can win, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm
Even
not.
if you know you gonna get mocked.
I mean, we're gentlemen. I don't know if
Your
it
ego
always
get in the way.
I was gonna say, like, you might not be like, oh, I can genuinely
no
beat
pussy.
him, but I ain't gonna say no in front of all these
Golly.
people.
Dang.
I'm at least
okay.
try. I'm at least fight.
So we're saying part of the culture is, dang, bro, you didn't fight him.
At least in America, it would
Talking
for
about,
sure be
talking about
that.
if it was me, I would have fought him.
Yeah.
Imagine,
I had a long year.
imagine you going up the escalator, right? And there's a dude going down the escalator. And then he just grab you as you going past him and throw you on the ground. This was
Hey.
a Twitter video.
Yes, bro.
But
What?
imagine somebody do that to you, and then at the end of it, he talking about I challenge you. What you gonna do? Say no? He just threw you
On-
over this.
And escalator. We say we at the
Yeah.
mall or something, bro. This is on
Yeah.
public display, bro. That's a crazy.
Your girl with you.
Oof.
You gotta
You
die.
gotta fight. You gotta fight him.
That's a quiet car ride home. If you don't,
Right.
Question is, how you ducking smoke to your girlfriend? She asks you like, so what happened?
Yeesh.
you like, man.
So man, my shoes was untied.
She gonna bring that up later too. So any argument, don't let me catch you on the escalator. Like why you? That was 2 years ago,
Exactly, bro. Like, calm down.
bro. Why you gotta hit me where it hurt?
Man, really.
Come on,
bro.
why couldn't you address him in the moment?
right. You want to get all loud with me? What was all this
Talking about
energy
the moment's
with
past.
the
He's
escalator,
already,
man?
He's still talking about that. You might have stopped talking about it, but hey, he bring that up at every function.
Yeah,
That's his go. That's his signature story.
You gotta stand up to that challenge.
No way.
For sure. Wow.
No weapons allowed.
Yeah, it's fist fights.
Oh yeah, I'm
Bare
down.
knuckle.
I'm
Bro.
down. I don't want to get shot, but in this case, like,
Golly.
See, that's the I guess the
The
benefit
good
to it for sure. It's just like maybe
Reduce
people will be
crime
able to. I'd hope so. Probably. Somebody look up crime rate in Peru. They probably low. So, but I
they
don't
just
know.
hash it out, bro.
so if somebody's only fighting people not of their race,
Hmm?
are these hate crimes? Like what if this
If they're
person's
just targeted, just be like, I just had a problem with you.
Yeah,
Like, we didn't even interact.
You ain't never met him before.
But you're just one of the you're one of the black people in the village I just haven't fought yet. So I gotta put you in your place too.
Precisely. Then now it's like,
Can't roll
okay,
with that.
does he get like no repercussions for these actions on this day? Or is it like,
They're like, we eventually gotta jump him on this
Yeah.
day. Like, we gotta.
Exactly. He just keep beating. It's like he's not conceding.
I'm
bro.
starting to notice a pattern. Let's give it one more year just to be sure. Like,
But overall,
let's see who he picks next year, and that's
we
gonna be
have an
the
opportunity.
game changer for sure.
No way.
This is Jamal. This is your sixth white guy in a year.
I'm saying he like, dang, this is my first one. I just moved here.
But I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to watch for sure. Like you were saying, like entertaining. It's very jousty. That's kind of like the negative to it, because like I'd be watching Game of Thrones, like, oh man, these savages. But maybe we need a little something.
I'd like a little backstory, like it's WWE. Like, let me know
I'm
what
gonna
you guys
be
are
Vince
beefing
McMahon.
about.
That would actually be cool. What'd you say about
You don't want to
McMahon?
be him.
I'm trying to be Vince McMahon of
No.
this. Like I'm gonna
Oh.
be there.
Don't
I'm gonna be like, John,
don't ever be him, bro.
like John, you beefing with these three people? Well, we're going to do a handicap match tonight.
Oh, no.
Hell in the Cell.
John go down there. He like, all
You
right,
are,
bro.
Joe.
Crazy.
he gonna throw out some ninja skills. You be like, what the hell? He just whooped three people's ass.
Man,
That's
I
spectacle.
feel like it was a
indeed.
lot. I was like, it was a lot riding on this.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
You know what I'm saying,
There's
bro.
just too many people, bro.
That's way too many.
You're not
bro.
about to beat me up. in front
But
of
hey,
those
man, I might not.
Somebody's kid will watch.
I'm not gonna interact with Peru Twitter, so maybe the video won't hit my feed or anybody that I know.
Yikes.
It's gonna be the wrong person. It's gonna be Snoop Dogg gonna retweet it, and then
Right.
they're gonna be like, "Yo, what is this?" And I'm like, "Yep, it's it. I'm done."
So if you're in this place in a Royal Rumble format,
That'd be crazy.
what is your tactic? I guess like what would you implore to be one of the remaining?
How
people?
early am I? Yeah, like what's my seed? Am I real early, or am I like one of the last people to
All of you guys came in at the same time.
Oh.
Like they just opened up the door and all of you just flooded in. All 100
Very
of you.
royal.
It's a rumble.
Coliseum?
It's rumble for real.
Like what's your goal in this? Like I'm going for like knockouts. Like I'm trying to say like even if I lose,
Oh, okay.
talk about man that
He
guy Zach,
he put up a fight.
he knocked out 46 guys. Like that's a new record in this. I'm not if I know I'm not gonna win. It's like I'm going out with some kind of legacy.
Oh man, I was going more like a Smash Brothers route of like
Wait till they're
of a free for all.
damaged.
Let them kind of wear themselves out, kind of whoop on each other,
Go for
and
the
then
kills.
Strike
what I'm
with
saying?
that out
'Cause, I mean,
100%.
3.
I mean, Royal Rumbles had a lot. You remember in the WWE games, they just kept coming, bro.
They
On me.
did.
That's why he was asking about the seedings.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yeah,
could
like
play
it's
it.
over. It's
Facts.
over, bro. You gonna wear yourself out, bro. There's gonna be like 20 other people go come. It's gonna sneak you talking about better luck next year, bro. Hey, I made the same mistake last time.
I'm gonna be in there instigating. I don't know. I don't know how. I just they probably not gonna want to hear anything, but I feel like that's my best asset. Yeah, just my ability to be like, yo, I heard so and so said that. Like this
Yo,
was
mama
before we
stuff.
even started. Like before there was just like, yeah, no, so and so's not even like a challenger. Like we don't have to worry about him. That's an easy knockout. That's an easy kill or whatever. However
That's
we're
a
playing.
bucket.
Exactly. You know, like, come on, bring the field in, bring easy out. Come on, let's get this taken
So
care of.
everybody, let's jump him.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna just be spreading little,
That's crazy.
things, little droplets in people's ears as I'm being elusive and running around the entire ring.
Everybody just fighting each other. Everybody on your side. They're talking about we just want him to win.
Sadly, of course, eventually people are gonna start to be like, wait a second.
They gonna get hip to it, bro.
Wait, he told me that that's
Right.
what you said. He said this. He said this, and then it's just gonna be that scene. Everybody just like turn to look at me,
Him.
and that's when hopefully there's only about five or
I was gonna say
five or so left.
The ones with the least amount of concussions gonna
But
be
I
like,
can't
wait a
handle
minute.
it.
They're gonna be like, hey, they're gonna be like, you've been trying to set us up, bro. I'm like, man, it took you this long to
I'm
figure
like,
it out,
you,
bro.
You caught me,
I'm like, we've been fighting for like 30
Brain cells.
minutes.
but I've been saving my energy this entire time.
Exactly.
Type beat.
To run.
Yeah,
But yeah, no.
you never said what you would do.
I don't know. I'm thinking like I just wouldn't want to
Alliances.
get knocked out in like a bad way. You feel me? Like I don't want like three guys to jump me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just bop, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple.
Sound like you finna have a boxing match with
Listen.
someone.
I don't know.
Right, respectable, whatever.
Run the ones.
I'm just
Tell
saying.
me run the ones, bro.
You for sure about to get blindsided.
Y'all trying to jump?
Somebody finna close.
They about to sneak try.
You talking about y'all not no real fighters for real, bro.
Me.
I'm gonna be through. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That is a good tactic though. Alliances.
Yeah.
That is also one of my great assets.
Look.
Making friends.
What?
you
This is not Game of
You
Thrones.
just
It's
give
gonna
them
be
a-
like, you're talking to
just got you got
Over.
you
I
gotta
have
say
to win.
you gotta say the right thing.
You're gonna catch them in a down moment when they vulnerable, when they need.
And
gonna
then you
try-
help them out. Now they owe you.
You gonna try and
Here go a
make it.
sensu bean.
Oh, what?
You gonna try and make an alliance. You be like, why would I make an alliance with you? I want to win too.
You gotta wait till
Worry
someone's
about that later.
charging up that
Exactly,
knockout punch, and you just come from the side and kick them in the kidney. They're like, you didn't have to do
Wow.
that.
Wow.
I owe you now.
And this is how the Taka McCoy is.
Probably not. I think Tana Kanoe
Is that the
Is
Travie
very
McCoy?
one-on-one.
The
Come
Travie
on.
McCoy.
didn't do that.
I want to be a real boy.
It does sound similar, but yeah, no, we should bring it to the U.S. just see how it goes. It's kind of like a less violent purge if you think about it.
Just UFC. with-
Yeah, everybody, the entire freaking country gonna have cauliflower ear.
Dang. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, you got guy in that Tana Kanoe, huh? You too.
I've been realizing lately I got like a whole bunch of irrational fears. Like Final Destination basically play in my head. Like
Really?
at least like
I like
once
those
a week.
movies.
I hate those movies. I think they
Wow.
scarred me for life. But I was wondering like does anybody else experience like paranoia or fear of death specifically? Just like when any like ordinary activities happening, you're just like, I can see the danger in this, and like this kind of scares me.
Sometimes it be crossing my mind. I'd be like,
With,
man,
like, what,
some- Like low-key, like the superstitious stuff. Sometimes I'll be thinking, walking under ladders and stuff. I'd be like, what if like something just happened, bro? Just
Splitting
right
the
after
pole.
this, bro. It's definitely splitting the pole, bro.
No.
But what do you think will come from
Absolutely
that? Like what type of death?
Could get struck by lightning.
A part of me
Could
feels like
just
I'm gonna get
could just
struck
struck
by
by lightning?
could just get a parking ticket. You know, it's something
People get struck by
within
lightning.
that
Karma.
within that range.
One of them might be. All right, bro.
I mean, you can live from being struck.
I'm saying
You can probably charge your phone by holding it.
All right.
it's gonna be on like 200%. Just never
At all
just never
times.
dies.
You gonna look like a Pikachu. All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
all right, you brown skinned it,
I'm just hoping to get like static shock powers.
man. Mine's is like getting a haircut. Like I'd be thinking like, what if he just like trying to pull back, slip, it go in my eye? Oh my god!
Okay,
my
this is
eye's
what I was gonna
gone. What
say.
the
I thought you were
hell?
gonna say like your neck. I was
Not
definitely-
not that
Wow,
specifically.
I've never
but
thought about that.
Hey, it be freaking me out because
Wow.
I know like
They could.
dentists were talking about like personal protective equipment and how like you gotta have it on because you don't know what can happen like during like a dental checkup and stuff like that. So I started comparing that to a barbershop visit. Your barber probably don't even got his license, so you know what I'm saying he ain't really
Hey,
taking.
now.
He doing the bare minimum. Man,
mine
I'm
does.
No,
Getting you
yeah.
this taper, this lined up, but you know what if your grip just wasn't strong that day? It's over for me.
Oh man.
In some capacity,
You
like
like
said,
you about
your
the
neck.
40, you the
Person,
40th,
bro.
you the 40th cut of the day.
Exactly.
Man, he's
bro.
tired, bro. He's been here all day.
Oh no.
And that
Oh.
Hands get
tiredness
to
costs
shaking.
you
He
your
talking
life.
about.
Oh, I've had that before.
You're like,
I'm
you know
saying,
what?
when he get to the line, and you be like,
we can reschedule, bro.
I'm saying,
Oh,
hey,
man.
my man's over there. He can finish the cut, bro. We can just move chairs. It's all right, bro. You about to ruin the rest of my month, bro.
Another one is being by fans. Like ceiling fans going really fast. I'll be thinking like, what if it just
Are you for real?
off of the thing?
Whoa,
Yeah,
bro.
like I be having some pretty insane thoughts, bro.
I feel
He's
like
not looking around for
no,
ceiling
'cause
fans.
some started sounding like a fan, but that actually isn't that scary to me.
Iffy
Just because
stuff,
I for
bro.
sure hit my hand on my fan before, but
Hand or head?
my hand.
Okay.
But just know, like the fan stopped, so I was like, okay, if this hits my head, it'll just knock me, and it'll
Just give you some
But-
sense.
I don't have a super specific example, but like that's what I think of. Like when you pose the question, my initial thought was just sometimes I fixate on like the vulnerability of the human body.
Yeah.
Like if you get hit in the right spot. Like
Duh.
so much stuff is actually deadly.
It's like 1,000 ways to die, bro.
yes,
You ever
like-
seen that episode where they're like, if you get hit in your temple,
Yes,
the guy who tapped
like you
him
could
in the
just
temple,
die.
I was so scared when I seen it. I'm not gonna lie. I seen it. I was like, oh yeah, it might be over, bro. Somebody go watch the same episode and just
Trying to
bro,
get you.
it just
Literally,
A quick
yeah.
one,
Like there's,
bro.
if you get hit in the eye or like there's if something can get inside of you, it's the neck or like an artery or something.
It's bad.
And from something like as small as a paper cut, you get a paper cut in the right spot, you will bleed out. Like you like, come on,
or yeah, if your blood isn't able to clot or something, you know, what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah.
You just consistent. You just bleeding out, bro.
On me.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. But the closest I got though was during this storm, and I learned my car is not good in fucking snow.
You
You
just
are-
realized
Oh,
that
the
my
snow.
car been horrible in snow since the day I took it.
But my car before, it was an older car, but Bonnie could get me through some snow. My new car, I don't know, bro. I be feeling iffy about it. So I was very paranoid
slide.
just driving. But I'm like, okay.
That too, though.
I was gonna say
We
driving
drive every
for,
day.
Driving for
Yeah.
sure.
Have I not seen your new car?
I don't know. Not yet, maybe. We'll see it
Who was
later.
Bonnie?
Bonnie was the other
The
one.
Oldsmobile?
The what?
Not the Oldsmobile. I mean the Buick.
No, bro.
It's
The
not a Buick.
Bonneville.
Yeah, yeah.
Bonnie, yeah.
Bonnie gone.
Bonnie gone.
R.I.P. Bonnie, man.
Hey,
Hey,
Bonnie.
so what's the new car name?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I gotta see this when we leave.
For sure. For sure. But no, that's something that even now I'm like, okay, so snow bad, wet, okay. Dry, we're good.
Pause.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey.
Put a
Ayo.
expletive warning on this one.
Hey, you know another one that I be
Parental
thinking about,
advisory.
bro? When people throw out cigarettes out of their car.
Oh, okay.
Like, really
You think it's gonna
close
blow
to it.
up or
I think.
something?
I think.
When I was younger, I used to think about that.
I
What
Nah,
if there's
bro.
a gas leak?
Yes, bro. Literally, bro. I'd be like, what are the chances? Like someone just. I be thinking that when someone else is drunk, like, what if it just exploded, bro? Like,
Yeah.
That would be insane.
That would actually be that's some
I be-
action movie type.
I would be.
They
so
was out to
shocked,
get you.
bro. I would be like, wow. I probably ride.
That's
on
like the Mario Kart bomb.
Oh my god, bro.
the blue shell, bro.
You're gone.
Bro, I'm riding on silent the rest of the way to my destination, bro.
Oh, that was a
Just-
close one.
Just with my thought, just in my head, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, my life could have been gone, bro. Think of all the things I need to do, bro. What did Zach say? I don't have time.
On me, bro. It's not enough time in the day.
What do you guys think about the light flash before your eyes? Like, do you think that's legitimate?
Mine flashes before my eyes every day.
Why?
What?
It just
You always
does,
near the
bro.
death,
It just
bro.
do. It just be like, and I just be like, man,
That was
is this
a great sound effect.
It was.
I'm like, is this worth watching? You know, like if this was my last day, is this a great film?
This man about to.
about-
he gonna be on his dying breath, like, man.
We
Turn this off.
about-
Just take me
I
now.
would have
Skip,
edited
skip.
this right here. But yeah, right now this boy like a B minus. Like,
Come on,
I'm
nah,
trying
this
to-
ain't it. This
trying to
ain't
get this boy to A plus.
these
Gonna
B-roll
say-
this B-roll
Say
footage, bro.
job's not finished and get up.
Talk about these bloopers.
Bro, just will himself, bro.
That's not
He
how
just
my
get-
story ends.
He just gets yes, bro. He just gets younger, bro. He just go back to 24. I'm like, nah.
I need a better climax here.
We all just own this. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
How is he doing this?
Exercise.
Can't get away with this.
Like creatine.
Right.
Yeah, you ever hear about the anti-aging property?
Oh my
This is a
Creatine?
joke. This is a joke.
Oh.
This is not real life.
No.
Man, y'all make me feel like I could be a salesman or something.
It's gonna be like the thing on Twitter where it's like this article that was posted in like 2007 was not has been shown to be disproven.
Oh, man.
So they talk about bro. The
what
founding.
What about y'all? Y'all think about the light flash?
No.
You don't think it happens?
Nah, I think depending on how you go, nah.
That's fair.
I feel like and this is going to get morbid, okay?
If I was in
It's
I
morbid
apologize.
time.
We went there. I feel like if you meet a very immediate end,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you don't have time.
But like a more impending doom kind of thing where you got like
saying-
30 seconds, you probably are seeing
We were
people.
talking about sleeping and willing yourself to pass. Why you laugh?
It's a real thing, bro.
I forgot we were talking about that.
And if you're willing yourself to pass, I'm sure.
Let me just stop.
It's something rolling. You ain't just darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let him cook.
No. Anyway, I think it may depend on how you go. But I'm not honestly not trying to find out anytime soon.
I feel like you just see like, I don't think you see her whole life. I feel like you just see like either faces or like maybe highlights or just like.
It's got to
You
be like
definitely see the last thing you was thinking about or something that was on your mind. I feel like it ain't gonna be like a flash. You gonna be like, dang, I left the kitchen stove on. And then
My other thing is
died.
also is it solely based off of like your actual conscious memories, or is it like, because I don't remember when I was 2. Like, am I seeing stuff when I was like 1 and 2, or
So
is it
that's
just
what I'm
like,
saying. It has to be something
the last 5
you
years
can recognize? You know what I'm saying? It can't be, oh my God, some lost cousin I never knew I had that had a deeply,
Dang.
impactful moment on my life.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I don't want to see that.
All right.
Not when I'm about to go. Are you kidding
Come
me?
on, this is the last thing you show me.
Come on, bro.
So, like, does that mean that somebody with more impactful moments, like their last moments are longer than somebody who isn't? Like, is there?
I think that's a great question.
Either that or it's just faster.
You see more of them.
Like like.
it just cut real close, bro.
Right.
You be like, dang, that was it. You get like 5 good seconds, bro. You're like, what?
Nah,
It was all a
they
blur.
give you the recap at the end. You saw this person this much, saw this person
Right.
that much.
Your life, Spotify wrapped.
Just letting you know who was your, most important before you go.
Bro, literally.
That is insane.
This is unrelated to anything, but this G Herbo and Carisha episode of Carisha Please has been on my mind all day.
What about it, bro?
Yeah. Was he like, he's like flirting with her or something?
That's what Diddy thought. He was making that video, bro. Talking about, there he go.
He was just acting like a giddy schoolboy, like while he's on the show, like responding to the questions. And you don't know if it's because he's 9 shots in,
Okay.
or if it's because he has some kind of feelings for her or whatever. But it was just funny. Like the funniest part, she was like, "So what would you do at your ex-girlfriend birthday party in Atlanta?" He was like, "I was fresh as hell. What you mean?"
Yeah, I did see that.
I was like,
That was crazy.
Wow.
I was like, man, is that the best? Like, is that the best excuse he could have came up for at that time? He's like, I'm fresh as hell.
That was off the dome, bro. He
Man.
said that, man. Oh, man, I was trying to think of how I would transition into it, but what I was thinking, because we were talking about that new Avatar passing, I think I looked it up. It was like $1 billion,
Globally.
300 million.
That's a lot of money.
Uh,
Just to all watch the same movie.
And I was like-
that's a highly shared experience, huh?
It is
For it to generate that much.
revenue.
Yeah.
oh,
I
yeah.
think we should get in
All
on that.
over the world, we've had the same experience of watching Avatar.
And people see it like multiple times, bro.
I ain't doing that. I did miss something, but
I don't got
I'm
that
not
much
gonna
time.
commit
That'd
to
be
that
crazy.
again. I'm sorry.
I
It didn't
don't-
feel that slow. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how it will feel the second time though. Now that I know of things and like things that as they were going on, I'm like, okay. That's just my personal opinion.
How long was Everything Everywhere All at Once? Was that
2
like-
hours and like 46 minutes.
It was
I think.
close to like 3.
That's a guess.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. It was, yeah.
It was those 3 parts, bro.
But this
It
was
probably
3 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh, that was only 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man. That's
that
good,
one,
bro.
That one's up there for one of my favorites of this year for sure.
That was a cool movie, bro. I'm glad
Did
we
you,
saw that.
did you ask a question about it? Did I miss that? Or-
No, I was
Oh,
just
sorry.
saying. I was saying that
We was
all
talking
to
about
say,
movies. Go ahead.
I was just
if
like,
there was a
I don't know
movie
what's going on here.
from like maybe the past, like your childhood or something that you liked that you could see as an adult, like what for the first time, like what movie would it be?
Like Reese for the first. Say that one more time.
Like that you would re-see for the first time if you were an adult. Like say you saw this movie when you were like a teenager or as like a kid or something. Like what movie would you want to see as like an adult? Or I feel like you might appreciate a bit more.
I got my answers. Any of the I'm gonna call them the New Groove movies. So that includes
Emperor's New Groove?
Emperors and
Kronk's.
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 yes, I think I would appreciate both of those as an adult. I think it's
Those are
still be
good choices.
funny.
I definitely saw those movies.
And I was
quite a bit.
thinking that or Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet was a cool one.
I like that one a lot. And I think even now, I'll be like, this is probably a little. It feels like a kid's movie, but I'll be like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
No facts.
yeah.
Probably like VeggieTales or something.
Wow, VeggieTales.
Mainly just because like at that time, that was like my exposure to a lot of biblical stories,
Facts.
and I was just watching them as me learning the stories. Like I was just be like, okay, this is me like understanding and knowing these characters, blah blah blah. But I think now, as an adult, having the knowledge of the actual story, and then watching how they like, I don't want to say dumb it down, but watching how they simplify it and like make it a lot more digestible for children, I think I'd be like, this is actually impressive, because like some of these stories are not, like as a kid for sure you're like, okay, this is what happened, like this is the plot, this is whatever. But now being like, okay, this is the lesson I'm supposed to take from it, this is like the overarching message, that like this is the reason why it's in the Bible to begin with,
Right.
and then also seeing it being played out by vegetables, like I'd be like, yay, this is creative.
What was the name of that Moses movie?
Like with all like the Atlantis, Dorado, blah blah. It was like that.
Something
the animation
something of Egypt, bro.
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of
yeah,
Egypt.
Prince of
I
Egypt.
feel like that when you talking about VeggieTales made me think of that. I think that's something else.
Yeah.
As an adult, even adult kid, or whenever that movie's kind of a banger. I ain't gonna lie. No cap.
Sorry, I'll say anything that we watched. Anything I watched in like U.S. history or world history class. So like even like the Pearl Harbor movie, or like even like the it's like the is it called the civil rights movement? Anything from the civil rights movement. It's like, because at that time I'm a 14-year-old in class and I'm trying to talk. I'm not really paying attention to any of this stuff.
Especially when you like the jokester.
Exactly.
I wasn't really cracking like mad jokes or like like heavy jokes at that point, but I was for sure like yeah, like I was trying, I was for sure looking for my gaps.
On me.
Looking for the comedic timing pockets.
You gotta find that, bro.
It's a gift.
Hey, bro.
But not at all on the knowledge. I couldn't care less. I needed whatever I needed to pass this test is what I was retaining.
Yeah.
But now it's like I actually value like history and understanding how civilization worked and how it's grown since. So watching those movies now, I probably have like a deeper appreciation. Anything else I would have named, just like I probably wouldn't have appreciated more as an adult than I would have as a kid.
You got that political and socioeconomic context.
Exactly.
Side note, but also related to that, I used to hate getting like, dude be like, all right, we're gonna watch a movie, and then they pull out the worksheet that you gotta like follow along and fill in the blank. Because I'm like, first of all, like come on,
Take all the fun out of it.
Literally, like
what's the point?
Ruin movie day.
Like you brought us all up just to smack us back down to the ground and make this an assignment.
And the class, everybody trying to get the last answer.
Everybody looking at Dumbo. What's
like,
number 6?
Come on, bro. I missed like number 6.
Exactly.
No. That's what we covered in paper like that.
When that teacher will put like one of them questions like on the test too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, so that
this
movie
had nothing
I
to do
watched,
with their actual curriculum, bro. Like,
and it's worth 5 points.
Like,
what
are you getting from this, bro?
You sicko.
I just feel like I don't know. Like, I think obviously the point of it was to ensure like students were like paying attention, but I feel like I was not paying the right attention. If that makes sense. Like I was like, okay, I'm just looking for, like, I'm reading all the questions ahead of time and I'm just listening for like those words and those, like, if it's like, because the one movie I'm specifically thinking about was we watched something about Beethoven in band class, like in 5th grade.
Boy.
Yes, I was in band. And I just remember reading all the questions and being like, okay, I just need to listen for like what age Beethoven was when he did this, or like what city he was living in when this whatever happened. I feel like I missed like the overarching concept of, like the actual individual and the storytelling of the movie, because I was so bent on just getting my blanks filled up. And so I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to do that and like to make sure your students are watching a movie, but hey, all I know is if I was a teacher, I would just let them watch the movie.
It's not the worksheet.
It's not the worksheet.
It's not the worksheet.
Let's just do a Q&A afterwards or something. I don't know. Make some popcorn
put
for
on
us.
something you like to watch.
Could also be that. Yeah.
Dang.
I remember when we watched Truman Show in high school. I was like, "Hey, this is a yeah." I was like, "Come on, we on to something." I don't know why we watching this right now, but I'm tapped in.
I watched it like freshman year of college. I'm like, this is a banger for sure.
Yeah,
That's a banger. You made me think of other movies I've seen in school. Casablanca is one. I would
really.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I watched that at OU.
I would appreciate that again as an adult too. That's a good one.
That was cool. Shout out to those film classes I took at OU. High key, bro. They were I was learning all type of stuff about like how like films and different things are shot and just different styles of that. I was like, wow, bro. I was just going to movies super ignorant, bro. They was putting in everything. Like when we watched Citizen Kane and like how they were like, you know,
it's like the best movie.
Yeah, it's
ever
the best
made.
movie ever. Not so much for the story or anything, but just the way it was shot.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the style of that. Because I was like, the movie itself was like, it was cool. It was a long movie though, but it was pretty cool. But I would have probably said, man, low key, some of those old Fox like Marvel movies, like the old X-Men's and like even some of like the Spider-Man and stuff. I don't know. I definitely remember seeing those as a kid, but I feel like maybe my appreciation would have been like different if I had been like a bit older, or like I can imagine like how it
I'd
was.
argue the opposite.
You think you wouldn't like it as much?
I think I'm saying this because I have gone back to it because they're on, you know, like a lot of stuff is on streaming now, right?
Oh yeah.
So like I've gone back to watch some of the older X-Men movies in particular. There's like some stuff that like I think there are some movies, especially in like the superhero category, that I recall loving as a kid, and then growing up and rewatching it and understanding why like they got roasted by actual critics and stuff.
Nah, right.
You know, like I feel, or like G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was a big one for me. Like the G.I. Joe movies, I remember that was like one of my favorite movies when they came out. But like they get torn up in all the whatever
shreds.
And then, you know, like I get older and I rewatch it and I'm like, you know, the pacing of this movie is awful.
It's
like
terrible.
it is garbage. But I just remember like not having to think about those things as a kid and just being like, oh, whoa, look at the fight scenes. Oh, this is cool. I used to play with G.I. Joes. Ah.
I think this begs another question. Are there any movies now that you see or have seen that you're like, man, as a kid, I would have really enjoyed this, but now because I am older, I'm like, I can't do it. Not can't do it, but just like I'm not enjoying it as I know I would have. Like right now, I'm thinking of like, was it Lightyear?
Oh yeah, the new Buzz.
That was last year, or was that this year?
I don't think that was this year.
But yeah, that one, it was cool, but I definitely kind of I didn't think about it for long.
I haven't technically watched it. I remember putting it on and falling asleep. So yeah, but I can believe that.
Yeah, no, that one was.
I'm thinking of Black Adam right now. I feel like I would enjoy Black Adam a little bit more.
Maybe, bro. That was.
But at the same time, I feel like even as a kid, I didn't really care much for The Rock. I didn't
that guy
dislike
would have
him.
freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah, because he was literally Satan. You're right,
Bro. I was like, yo,
he was quite literally the spawn of Satan. So
Oh my god.
this took a turn.
that's just, I guess, the most recent one that I thought of. But what are other movies that I gotta think of movies that I haven't enjoyed as an adult first and foremost.
While we're waiting, I just wanted to say like a specific anime, like Boruto. If I was still 10,
A kid, I would have enjoyed it.
I would love that show. But as an adult,
That's a
it's
good one.
like the fight scenes still don't even encourage me to go and watch it because it's just so long.
Okay, don't fight me when I say this, and this is not a dig, as people
Don't disrespect Dragon
tell
Ball Z.
me. No, people tell me that I go a little too hard when I talk about this movie specifically. I think the last Spider-Man I would have enjoyed a lot more if I was younger.
For sure.
Because
Yeah.
older, I did enjoy it and I did like it, but I was kind of like, all right.
You're so aware of fan service at this point that you're
Yeah.
just kind of like, you're really just trying to like play towards like the crowd. I'm not digging it as much. Yeah.
But it's also like, dang, this was kind of one of the last kind of good ones.
I don't know. I still feel like I feel like I still kind of like the third a bit more than the second one. I still gotta go see the second. I gotta watch the second one again, but
Well,
Far From Home.
That's Mysterio.
Mysterio.
I did like that one.
I like
That was
Mysterio,
cool.
but I don't know. I feel like the whole direction like Peter was going. But
That
again,
one too was kind of, it had his moments actually.
yeah, but I don't know. Why did he give up those glasses so easy, bro?
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
But as a kid, I'd be like, man, he got. I don't know why he did it. Don't know. We gotta get it back. He gonna do it some way. You know?
So, like,
Scary Movie 5 because it was horrible as an adult.
I'd probably say Scary Movie 4 because I feel like I do really like that movie as a kid.
As
But
a
I feel
kid?
like
I would enjoy 5 as a kid way more than as an adult because 5 was horrible.
5 wasn't very good either.
Yeah, and then
Scary movie. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Scream.
Scary movie.
It's kind of stylized the same way.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize that until I watched. I think it's Scream 4 that's on Netflix or something. I was like, oh, these jokes are actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I definitely watched like all the scary movies before I touched the
Yeah.
actual scary movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, okay." Like, I obviously they're based off of specific characters, but you don't realize like how much they actually were like
Taking
recreating
source material.
scenes or making jokes based off of something.
That's really the thing of parody movies, bro. You do need to have like a bit of context,
Mhm.
or you be like, I have no idea what's going on.
Unless it's just like slapstick,
Hilarious.
yeah.
No type deal. Or if it's like, tropes or something like that, like certain things,
Exactly.
like how they did like the Not Another Teen movie or
Oh,
something
boy.
like that.
Gas.
Gas.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that movie.
Wasn't Chris Evans in that movie?
Yes, he was.
He was in that movie.
Mm.
Shout out Knives Out. 'Cause he was in the first one.
Listen, that new one, banger. Like that one's probably like I've been thinking about it more and more. Like what would be my favorite movie of the year? It probably might be The Knives Out, Glass Onion.
Do you guys think you'd be well in that kind of scenario? Like if I guess detective work in a way. Like if you were,
Yes.
if you really,
100% yes.
why do you say that?
Well, if it's in the similar instance where do people know that I do this?
Like you are the detective?
Not that I am the detective.
No, just
but
saying like if
I
we.
have some deductive.
I'm saying if
reasoning.
we all were at like a function or something,
And
somebody
somebody
dies. Do you think you'd be like capable of stepping up and being like, okay, I could probably figure this out, or do you think you'd just be like, yo, we gotta, we gotta get out of here?
gotta get
I
help.
gotta get out of there.
Somebody help.
I'm not about to be next.
Nah, I ain't figuring that
Okay,
out.
but think about like in Knives Out, like say you're trapped on the island, like in this circumstance at the function, like y'all have to figure it out. Are you the one that can step up, or are you just like, hey, I'm just glad it wasn't me that got?
Listen, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be real with you. I don't know, man. Cause like, what if I don't want to be the person that does it and then I'm wrong? Because then somebody else gonna be like, dang, this guy's a freaking idiot. Don't trust him.
Boo this man.
Boo this man. Exactly.
They
And now we on an
boo,
island.
tomato,
and
tomato.
now I'm the killer somehow. Cause
Yeah, they sound like, we voting you off, bro.
I'm like, bro, come on.
You gave the worst reasoning. We're
These
just
were
gonna
terrible takes. I'm like, y'all didn't say nothing.
exactly.
I
He's
was
like, y'all,
rolling with it.
y'all
What
didn't
you
contribute.
mean?
I was the only person that spoke up, and like, I mean, when we think about it, he's talking about nah, he don't know.
Exactly.
I was just throwing
Now you're
noodles
trying
at
to
the
cut me
wall.
off. Man.
Nah. Come
So-
on, yeah, it's him.
Another good one though. Check it out. Was The Menu.
I heard about the menu.
That movie was freaking insane too. That was great. That was very, very good.
What's that on?
It will be on HBO Max soon.
Oh, it's like
I've come
out
to
in
learn.
theaters right
Yeah.
now. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I found out after I went and saw it. I said, man.
That is coming to HBO Max
Yeah,
soon.
I said I could have waited, but it was worth seeing.
That's
I'm not
cool.
gonna lie.
I'll keep my eye out for it then.
That was a banger.
That's good to like. I feel like that about a movie because I feel like so much of stuff is just going straight to streaming that you're like, I'll just wait,
Right.
and just go and stream it rather than let me see this theatrical release,
Right.
in all its glory. That's how I feel about like I guess if I go see Avatar 2, I feel like I gotta see it like super IMAX or I gotta see the crazy picture,
I guess.
get the full effect.
I only buy those tickets whenever like I got my tickets late and something's like it's release day and all the regular tickets. are
Everything
full.
else is gone.
So then I'm like, damn, I gotta go IMAX 3D just to get a seat that's not directly in front of it.
How do you
Never
guys
go
feel about
$60.
3D? You're not a fan of 3D?
Never.
Honestly,
going
no.
3D.
I'm
That's
not a fan of
terrible.
3D.
Why?
I have glasses.
I used to rock with 3D.
What the heck? What kind of question is that?
I mean, they're pretty good though. Like they fit kind of okay.
No. That's the most wonkiest watching experience ever,
You leave
bro.
the theater with a
Glasses on
headache.
glasses.
You got these clunkers on your freaking
Ah.
face while you watching Batman get whooped. You like, what is happening, bro?
But think of how
Shit is jumping out at you, man. Come on, bro.
I seen Black Panther 2 in 3D because it was the only ticket available.
Yeah.
That's
I regret it.
Pretty sad.
You say you did regret it?
I do regret it.
Oh,
when it wasn't as much or
It's not
enough
a very
action
3D
for it to. Yeah.
it's not. I feel
Yeah.
like it's like
The first one probably would have been a bit more like.
I seen them reaching, like trying to make graphics 3D that didn't need to be. I'm just like, y'all just trying. Like
Yeah.
the grass is like right here. All right.
Yikes.
Or like when
the grass.
if a spaceship come overhead, just like
Better yet,
Ooh.
here I'll do you one better. If it's like, have you been to Universal?
Yeah,
If it's
That's
like
fire.
that, I would do that.
that's
I'll
like
suffer.
4D. They be
I'll suffer that.
I know.
yeah, they be splashing you a little bit.
Yeah, I ain't a fan. We can hold the splash.
I
We
need
can hold the
that.
splash. But 3D, no. Do you like 3D?
No, not really.
I'm just saying. Come on.
I don't
Be for
dislike
real.
it. Like y'all are like passionate about it. I just feel like
It was a novelty for sure.
yeah,
Even back in the day.
Why
with
do
the
they
little-
still make movies like that? That's
because some people
There's-
enjoy it
it's-
somewhere.
some
you know,
people-
especially like children.
children without glasses.
it's coming. Oh man. I feel like they've gotten better with the technology though. Like they fit a lot better. I remember back when it was just the red and blue.
That's what I'm
things
saying. The
on
paper
on
joints.
glasses. That was
Dang,
impossible.
That's retro.
Yeah,
That was impossible. I
was
remember. I don't
impossible.
know what movie I
Spy
went
Kids?
to. It was
Spy
Spy
Kids.
Kids that
I
like
was
kicked
gonna
it
say
all
Sharkboy and
off.
Lava
Or
Girl.
Yes, exactly. Yes, bro.
Sharkboy and
One of
Lava
those.
Girl.
But there was one movie that I remember going to watch and see it. And I just couldn't take it. I just took them off. I was just sitting there just watching.
Was it,
I was just watching a movie, bro. Everything had like 3 different colors. Bro.
I'm saying you was doing like the red
messed
and blue
up.
joint,
Yes,
bro. You take it off, you still see the red and blue lines all over it.
Yes,
man.
I feel like that is what someone
That's
that's like
hilarious.
legally blind but not blind looks like, sees the world. Or I was like, this is not it. But
Oh,
I can't take these glasses, bro. This don't make any sense.
That is what? Oh, you said you don't know what movie it was.
No, I don't remember. It was definitely when I was younger though, and I went with like my whole family, so it was definitely like a family
Oh,
movie.
wow.
But I was just, I didn't even say anything to anybody. I said, I just can't do it. Let me just take these off and just watch the movie.
That was me. One of the times I saw Avatar back in 2008,
Mhm.
because we just had the seats that were like right there. I'm like,
Man,
I'd rather go to
neck
sleep.
hurting.
I can't do this. I
Man.
can't do this. Oh man,
why am I upside down watching this movie, bro? The movie laying on me.
man.
Look
The
at
movie watching me.
literally.
It was awful. Had to just take it off and hit the hay.
They definitely made the glasses look a lot cooler. You
True.
can, you can wear. You can
hold
wear.
on. Y'all ever poke the
Absolutely.
poke the lens out. You rock them boys.
Got to, man.
That was back in the skinny jeans snapback era.
2010.
You gotta. I'm so upset at myself for having the memory of taking some scissors and scratching the real 3D off the side of the
Okay, you was really
frame.
dedicated,
I
bro.
was like, I don't want them to know. I don't want them to know that these are 3D glasses.
You was a fashion trendsetter, bro.
I had to do what I had to do.
You was there, bro.
Yeah.
How would they know?
They was like, damn, where'd you get that?
Them Ray Bans.
They'll never know. How would they know?
My friends
could
talking
they
about,
know?
man, mine the 3D glasses. Where you get yours from?
You like,
You'll never know, bro.
Wow, you
Yeah.
can't even
He's
get these
exclusive.
anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I bought the last pair and the store
Handmade.
closed.
They talking about they scratched on the site, somebody dropped them. Like, why are you asking so many questions?
Exactly. Damn, you want to pay?
Like, damn, man. Like, get off my bag. Like, gee, bro.
Why you glasses
You
watching?
talking about? Did I see you at the movies? Remember they had the bucket where you drop your glasses in? I saw you put it in your pocket.
Man, slip them things in my pocket quick.
Yo, they got you on camera.
As soon as
What
I
if they
walk-
really enforced that though, bro? Like
they just been
imagine
chasing you
did-
down. Hey,
You can't see everything in 3D, bro. It's like a conspiracy, bro.
Bro, this sounds like a freaking regular show episode. Oh my
you
Good.
god.
just start
bro.
running. I just imagine myself like sprinting through Fountain Walk. 'Cause it's-
Yes, bro.
I'll lose them around the lucky strike.
Bro, the
Absolutely.
lucky strike, bro.
That turn, and then we gone.
You out of there, bro.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
Why do we do that? Why did we do that? Like, that wasn't cool or fashionable.
That was just like
Everybody
that.
did
That was
it.
just that time, bro.
It was.
People were just. It's kind of like I feel like
Everybody was under being phony.
Rar
two-
XDs.
the 2000s was like that a lot too. Like people were just like, you know, we passed the 90s, bro. We just gonna do it big. I feel like everything was so like glamorized and really like crazy looking in the 2000s. I feel like
It was very experiential.
yeah, and like the 2010s was trying to be like, all
Experimental.
right,
Yeah.
let's like modernize this, bro. We had skinny jeans, Chuck Taylors, and you know, people was going crazy. And now I don't know where we at now, bro. We got all
Modern.
we got everything, bro. No cap.
I remember, this is not my place to speak on, but I remember
ahead, say it,
when
bro.
like yoga pants and leggings were starting to get popular, and I just the thing I distinctly remember about it was just like old people being outraged, like older, especially like older black women, like all my mom
Pissed.
and my mom's friends,
Beyond
all
that.
the aunties, like they were like,
Oh,
are
man,
you
them damn
serious? Bro, these people
They say, "Are
walking
you-"
around these skin tight pants. And me being like a preteen teenager, I'm like,
You like,
I ain't got no problem with it.
Oh no.
Especially when they allowed them in the schools. I said, hey, I'm all for it. I am a
man,
feminist.
that was a real controversial topic in high school, bro. I remember them talking about that when before I transferred, bro. Them being like, yeah, bro, we not sure. Big debate, bro. People waiting on the vote, bro. They're pressed, bro. They study for
I
no
ain't
test,
mad at
bro.
them,
They
bro.
like, we gonna see.
I was
Lululemons are
pretty
not cheap.
anti. I ain't gonna lie,
Why?
man. Because the girl I'm messing with wearing them, then it's a
Oh.
problem. Then I'm just like, bro, don't be
Not you policing.
No.
walking
You
behind
you
her. and
policing the
shit.
cheeks.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
On me.
eyes up here.
Hey yo.
You ain't never talked to her.
I'm putting my head next to the booty, just looking at you like,
You in there.
somebody. I saw that.
I saw that.
I see you.
But yeah,
no.
for everybody else, that was great.
Yeah,
I highly recommend.
I was for sure on board. I was an advocate, but I couldn't say that. I couldn't. Like your mom, like my mom would literally be talking to me about it. Be like, this stuff is crazy,
You
ain't
believe
it?
this?
I'm just quiet.
Exactly. She's talking about you outraged too, huh? You like,
This
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
yeah, you like,
can't believe
who
it.
would have thought?
But
Wow.
what's funny, genuinely, I was like,
Wow.
personally, I was, like I did see. I knew I would be uncomfortable. Like I was like, okay, like if y'all are comfortable wearing that, I'm all for it. But like, it is kind of weird. At least at first for me, I was like, this is kind of weird to just be like out in public with stuff like just that tight. But I was like, hey, if that's what y'all want to do,
and
I ain't
that,
gonna stop you.
loose, you know.
Do I know what you mean?
Oh no.
Elaborate.
Wait.
I'm fresh as hell. What you mean?
Oh my god.
That's gonna be your way
Next
out
topic,
of
bro. Next topic, bro.
I'm fresh as hell with you.
What you mean?
That's pretty good.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie. If this is not I don't think a bad place, because also I don't know exactly where we really are because of our intermission in the
Mhm.
middle. So
Brief intermission.
We can throw out another
last
one.
call.
Man, going into this year, what's y'all number one resolution?
Number one.
Get
I
to
haven't
this
thought of a
money.
single one. I'll think of one now. And I really like New Year's, actually. Just the idea of, changing a number that you've been putting on everything for 365 days is really, like, I sound sarcastic, but it actually really is.
Yeah,
kinda
no,
cool
that used to be a killer in school, though. I used to
shit.
stay having to scratch out the date.
Oh yeah.
Why do we have to put the date on everything in school? Like
They want us-
everything. It
they
was
want
like
us
your
to
name,
document
date. Like it was
everything.
just like that was just necessary. But yeah, I remember every year I would have to. It'd be like 2 months straight where I had to keep putting the last year on.
2009, 2009. When it changed it to that 10, boy, it was tough.
Oh,
Very.
Man.
I do appreciate it a lot more now, though. Like the idea of New Year's.
Yes.
It does feel like before I was like, I don't care. Like I'm still on spring break or on
It's
winter break.
It's
and
middle of season. That's cool.
Now,
that's what I'm saying. Like it
now
don't
these
matter.
years got hands.
But now it's like, okay, cool.
They
Like
swinging.
I know a lot of stuff isn't actually changing from one day to the next, but mentally it feels like, all right, this is a new season of
New
sorts.
beginning. Absolutely.
And I be needing that.
You know what I'm saying? This might be the day I win. You feel me?
Oh wow. Yeah.
This is how I win.
Do you have one? A number one resolution?
You know, I got like 16 of them boys, but I'll say that the number one is
Are they
Man.
recent?
Hmm?
All 16?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I do this. I like list. Man,
How many resolutions per Zach, bro?
Oh no.
like 2. You know, it's 8 of us.
Two
So.
per.
Little twofer. But yeah, deciding I guess where I want to live long term, whether that's actually out of state or in state, because I've been up in the air about that about 6 years now. So I think that this is the year that I make a concise, plan of action and execute it.
Wow.
So yeah, that's definitely top of the list for me, because everything else really revolve around that, kind of like your family life and your job and your, just what you spend your time doing is all kind of based on where you're stationed at. So getting that under wraps is number one for me.
I think my number one is the same as this previous year's number one, but it is evolved a bit. So my number one resolution is to fire on all cylinders. Like I want to do everything that I can, like at all times.
Facts.
In terms of like, basically I want a full plate. Like if I can hold that plate in my hand, it has to be full at all times, and just do that as consistently as possible. So if I can take on this extra shoot, or if I can take on starting a podcast, or if I can take on whatever, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it all, and I'm going to figure out how to manage it. And the reason why it's the same and it has evolved is because since I did that pretty well this year, I feel like my capacity has increased, and so I can probably do even more now. So I just want to, again, kind of stay consistent in that. Like if I do have an idea that comes to mind that I want to add on, and I feel like I have the like time management, prioritization skills, and just energy to do it, then I'm gonna do it. That's really it. And if I can't, then that's fine. But essentially it just means I'm gonna still just stay consistent and just be like, all right, if I stop doing something, it needs to be replaced, or I need to I just need to earn my sleep every night doing something, whether it's stuff that I have to do, stuff that I want to do for fun, for hobby, for my later benefit, whatever. I need to exert that and just know that like I'm doing everything I can.
That's very die empty of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a book. Yeah, no, that's tight though. For me, I'll say for music, dropping again, because dropping due date was very important, and I need to do it more. So that's an easy one, I'll say. But the hard one is I want to get in the gym.
Yes, sir. Well.
Yeah, basic, but
We've been waiting.
necessary, I would say. I want to really just focus. I guess the bigger one is like really focus on longevity. Just for like
Yes, sir.
a very specific amount of time, and then see like, okay, can we keep going? And just keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel I was gonna say kind of similar to Ben's, bro. Definitely making 24 hours feel like 24. Like I hate to
I feel like 26 right now.
or even that, bruh. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's always good too. But I hate to like burn myself out, because I feel like a couple years ago, I feel like once we first got out of school, I feel like I was working super hard and like almost kind of burning myself out, bro. But like, just like
I'm burnt.
nah, having a I don't know about
I'm
that.
hurting.
Scorched.
I can't second that one, bro. But I'm just trying to just be more like effective in my day, man. Like I hate to have a day and feel like, dang, like it doesn't feel like it's been 24 hours. Like where you look at the clock and be like, dang, how's it already? Like,
What did I do?
Like what time exactly?
What did I
bruh?
do today?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So minimizing those days and maximizing the ones where I'm doing a whole lot of stuff. And same as Troy, man, trying to drop again, trying to do like some other stuff.
Not trying to, doing.
You know, doing. Hey, man, it's a resolution. I got till January 1st.
You working
to
towards
start
it. Come on, man. You
know
got
what
3
I'm
days.
saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, that was.
Okay, babe. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. See y'all later. March in the building. Hope y'all have a miraculous new year. And with that, I'm out.
Hey, Wavy J, man, you can achieve all things you put your heart and mind to, bro.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Z-Bree signing out. Just make sure that you keep those goals front and center. Make them smart, make them small and concise. Don't focus on too many things. But see you guys in the new year.
And write them down if you need to. If you got to put it on that fridge, if you need to put it on a whiteboard, put it on your calendar, put it on your phone, something that you're looking at often.
Put it on a
man.
napkin.
I was gonna say, get you a voice memo going.
Nice one.
Just
Yeah,
play that thing.
caught that. But yeah, to a new year. Cheers.
Yeah. Check
This
us
is
out.
signing out.
You'll see us in the new year, baby. We out.